Jordan Woodruff back with you, part 4 of our countdown to football here at Ponca City with head football coach Scott Harmon. And Coach, we talked offense, now I want to talk a little defense. And I tell you, I've got a chance to see a couple of practices, and I really like how this defensive unit's looking so far.
Coach Rowland's doing a really good job. When I came here, it was very important for me to kind of secure him and make sure he stayed in that same slot. And he's a traditional 3-4 guy, and he's really done a really good job of transitioning into this 4-2-5 package that we're running a little bit. I also brought another former coach of mine in from UConn, Casey Love, has had some experience on the defensive side of the ball with this 4-2-5, so they've really kind of worked well together and kind of meshed. And the biggest thing is I see a lot better effort, and we've moved some kids around, so defense does look a little bit better.
X and O's wise, when you say you got the 4-2-5 set, are we going to see an aggressive 4-2-5, a base 4-2-5, a mixture? What is a Coach Harmon defense? What do you envision it being?
We're going to play fast, and we're going to chase the football. I'll let Coach Rollo decide what how he wants to approach it once he looks and kind of game plans from week to week. But we're going to have the capability of doing either one. Very athletic in the back end. We move some kids around. So we've went from kind of some smaller type kids at corner to some longer, more athletic kids, a little bit faster on the edge. So it's a change for everybody. Those other kids have kind of bought into it and switched positions. So we're all learning. So we're keeping it simple. We're chasing the football, and we're focusing on fundamentals.
You mentioned there's so much throwing going on, and that's trickled down to high school football over the past years. Something that's special to you, it naturally is a secondary unit, and you know how important it is to make sure that those guys, it's not only just defending the pass, it's guys willing to run to the ball and make a tackle.
Really, we've got to have good support, what we call secondary support, and once they get on the edge, those safeties have really got to do a good job and come make some open field tackles, which is really the toughest thing to do, especially in today's football where they've kind of taken the launch out of it, and kind of safing the game up, so to speak, a little bit. It's not quite as rough as it used to be, or they let us used to be. So pleased with the progress we're making. We're still being real simple and don't want to show a whole lot of stuff right now, but we're going to get to some schemes that we really feel like can help us and will be beneficial for our kids.
You talk about Rollo, I got to know him well last year, him being here, but talk about some of the other defensive staff.
Well, I mentioned Coach Love a little bit. Coach Sims does a good job. We like I said, we ask our players to coach or to play on both sides of the ball, so we coach on both sides of the ball. We've got Coach McHenry doing D lineman. We've got Coach Steichen doing defensive ends. We've got Coach Love doing the safeties. Coach Sims doing the corners. And then naturally, Coach Rollo does the inside linebacker. So really pleased with where we're at. Everybody's kind of on the same page, and we all help one another out.
Hey, we talked a little bit on the secondary part, and we had some movement there as far as moving some guys there. But as far as impact players, I don't know if we went through some names, but who are you seeing in practice so far that you think is going to make a huge impact for you this year defensively?
Well, it all starts with Eli. He was our free safety last year. I think he tied for the league in interceptions last year as a sophomore. He's really put on about 6 to 8 pounds of muscle. Looks a lot better. He's really quick and got great ball skills. So he'll kind of make sure we're in the right defense. And then, like I said, we got a little bit more athletic at the corner spot, moving Trayvon and Justin out to the corners. And then what I see a little bit in the front 6 or the front 7 type kids, I see Reese Webb helping us a little bit. We're using him on both sides of the ball. And then you've got Abram Archiga, TJ Bryan, Collier Polakowski doing a good job at linebacker. So we feel good about where we're at. We just need to kind of get all our schemes implemented and then make sure we're doing what we need to do on a weekly preparation basis.
All right, so we've talked a little bit about players. We've talked the offense and defense as far as Coach Harmon, his philosophies. I want to talk a little bit more about the team in general, our next and last part of this 5-part series, counting down to Ponca City Wildcat football. So this is Jordan Woodruff with Coach Scott Harmon. We'll catch you one more time here with PoHighSports.com.